Play a clip.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Foley Man with another insider story.
Okay, here we go.
Says, here's one that might make you laugh, too. Not sure if it's one to share, but not sure if it's one to share.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Okay.
Well, now I want you to share. Now I really want you to share.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we like redact names or something?
It's an allegation against April that I don't feel comfortable making.
Give it 4 seconds. This is like when the hair follicle test came up and he stopped Matt. Like, that's about kids. We're not reading that. For at least 20 seconds for dramatic effect. Don't worry. He'll spill it all here in a second.
Person knew. A Foley Man, again, it's someone who dated Devin's sister.
Devin is April's ex that Aaron stole her away from. April was cheating on her ex with Aaron.
Wow, that's a pretty dishonest fucking thing. Boy, the more you learn about someone, the more you're like, God, I wish someone would have told me.
Now, he was married, April, for almost 3 years. He's pretending like he's finding out something about his wife now that he didn't know. And it's all coming together clear, beautiful mind. He's like, holy shit. April is Kaiser Soze. All the pieces make sense now. I was used. My whole marriage is a sham. And they got the Kiki and Gino too.
You just wish someone would have told you.
But would you have listened?
Yeah, to stuff like this.
Now I gotta watch.
So he's saying what he's finding right now. He would have not married April if he would have known this. This is very important. Keep up.
Not to keep harping on all this shit, but then the Adrian April stuff. Like what about all that?
I don't think he did that.
So he had a co-host before named Adrian, and Adrian told Aaron that at a show, April was trying to get Adrian to feel her up underneath the table. And Adrian told Aaron that, and then Aaron and Adrian got in a big fight, of course, and Adrian left the show.
I don't think she's telling the truth about that.
So now he's saying April lied. Adrian didn't try to touch her at all.
Might be right.
Again, none of this has anything to do with the fact that Aaron's alleged to have been beating his wife. Aaron's alleged to have been assaulting his wife. But he has to discredit April today. That's his number one job. So that's why we're digging into all this ancillary bullshit. We just need to prove that April's a lying bitch so that you don't believe the assault allegations against him. I mean, it's just wild that that's where we're at.
Might be the case. I mean, I don't know, man. Apparently I didn't know this lady, but I didn't know y'all were fucking everybody. I missed out on an orgy. I just feel left out.
Well, you didn't know because he lied to your face. Look at him.
King Kong Dong says, I'm starting to think Adrian was protecting you. I'm starting to think so, too.
Look at his leg vibrating still.
Wow, April conveniently left that out of her information about how terrible that guy was. I'm guessing, Foley Man, I'm guessing that was before me. I'm guessing it was while she was with the other guy. Yikes.
The other guy.
There's a fucking serious character deficiency there. And now I feel
much better.
It's just, when you
know what? I'm glad I learned that about April. I feel a lot better. That's what's going on, right? Like this will all make him feel better, and it'll make April a lying whore.
Been manipulated, and you've been fucking.
By the way, remember, literally, you can't keep up with how fast he flips on everybody. Remember yesterday when he's like, "You all didn't care about April. You're pretending to care about her now. I've always said I hope she's getting better and moving on and doing well. You're all just shit-talking April. Now he can't discredit her enough. Now he can't get rid of he just, what a whore. What a liar. Wow. Guess what I just found out from a guy emailing me from a proton.com email.
When this person, now you find out from people who know them, has a track record and a history of doing this exact same thing, and you're like...
Again, he's gotten 2 emails from a guy he doesn't know if it's real or not. But look at the story he's putting together in his head now to make him a victim.
Like, by the way, dude, you're not the first one. Really makes you feel
now
like...
I'm not even special.
Wow.
Look at his brain working.
That's just a really shitty
He's
thing
making
to do.
up shit
I don't
right
feel
now.
comfortable making that
He's making up shit right now.
public.
I don't feel comfortable making that public. Remember, he said that.
If a Foley man wanted to say anything, he could, but that ain't for me. By the way, I think I know this guy's name because April used to talk about him. Okay. And she made it sound like this guy was like totally on her side with everything she thought about Devin. And the way this guy talks, he says she was that Devin's a really great guy and she was really shitty to him and said a lot of untrue shit.
So I couldn't have hit April because she was mean to an ex-boyfriend. See?
Wow.
April had a problematic boyfriend in the past. So I wouldn't believe her if she ever says I hit her.
You know, I do have one Devin story.
Oh, good.
Okay.
When April and I started hanging out.
Listen to this carefully.
And hooking up and whatnot. I did get a Facebook message from Devin. Because April had told me they weren't together anymore.
April told him they weren't together anymore.
This was January, February, around there.
In January, February, I mean, I really need you to focus. We're rounding the bend, and I've got bombshell receipts nobody else has. Haven't been covered as far as I know. And it's about this. This is very important. In January, February, April told Aaron, I'm not with Devin anymore. Because she was with Aaron in January, February 2020. So in January, February, April tells Aaron, I'm not with Devin anymore. And Aaron goes, okay, she's with me. She's not with Devin. Okay, that's where we're at.
She said, nope, we're broken up. They were still living together.
They were still living together. April needed a place. That's why she moved in with Aaron eventually.
Because they had a lease or whatever. He didn't move out until she officially started dating me.
He didn't move out until she officially started dating me.
And he wrote me a Facebook message, and he's like, have you done anything with April?
So Devin wrote Mooby a message. Have you done anything with April?
Like, did you and April make out or do anything or whatever?
Did you and April make out or do anything? Hold hands, heavy petting, over the closed tongue stuff?
And I asked April about it, and she's like, tell him no.
So I asked April about it, and she said, tell him no.
Just tell him no. And she had me lie to Devin about that whole thing.
And she had me lie to Devin about that whole thing.
And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but she made it sound like he was a crazy ex.
Okay. She made it sound like he's a crazy ex, so I have to lie just so he doesn't get jealous.
And she made it sound like he was mean to her and bad to her and terrible to her and all this other shit. And his family was terrible to her and all this other stuff. And so I was like, well, I'm protecting her. And now she's doing the same thing with Nick and Keanu and these other people. It's like it's history fucking repeating itself. It's remarkable.
You said the secret word.
I was played the exact same way.
So again, he just learned about a thing, but it all makes sense. That's what happened. And now I tell people I'm a victim of this thing that just happened that I just learned about three minutes ago from an email from a stranger. Do you see how fast things move in his world? Wow, I just found out that I was used and taken advantage of. And wow, now I'm healing from that. It was tough back when I found that out 3 minutes ago.
Oh, you were a sucker. How do you feel about people getting scammed now, huh? It turns out everybody's got a weakness. Yours was mosquito bites and a flat ass. And by the way, weird chink to have in your armor.
I'm not into Asians. You do. It's just you got to stop trusting internet people. But
again, what? Stop trusting internet people.
Now that, and fans of the show that like fucking have my back and are just really good people are now like, look, I wasn't.
Where are they? Where do they hang out? Not on YouTube, not on Rumble, not on Twitter. Where do the fans of the toe hang?
I'm going to share this, but this is what happened with the other guy. And then I go, that's exactly what fucking happened to me.
Hey, wait a minute.
Like, oh,
are we the goodies?
He's a really great guy, and he gave her this, and he gave her that, and he gave up things in his life for her. And I'm like, I did the same fucking thing.
Is there no end to his giving?
And he's not even a great guy.
Then she goes, and then she said he was this, and she said he was that, and I'm like, she did the same thing to me. Oh my God, it is really.
Wow.
I just got to lock that shit out.
Whoa.
Because like I said, I'm doing well, but that's manipulation 101.
Right. Classic April.
So April really did cheat on you with Devin. No, I'm worried that I was cheated on Devin by lying to you. What a bitch.
Look at this. Watch him play dumb. Somebody's asked him point blank now, did April cheat on Devin with you?
I mean, when we started hooking up, she was still going on like bowling dates with him, and like they went to a comedy show together, but she said it was because they had tickets already before her and I met, and her and I made out in the lobby of that comedy show that she was there with him at.
So imagine you start dating a girl and she says, all right, I'm going to go to a show with my ex. And you're like, what? And you're like, and she's like, well, I already have tickets. It's like, yeah, but you've broken up. Fuck your tickets. Sell your little, by the way, your rural Minnesota comedy tickets. I'll give you the $7.
Valentine's Day, Adrian can back me up on this one. Adrian knows this.
Okay. Get ready to grasp these timelines.
Adrian's Valentine's Day comedy show that would be 2020.
Fuck, I think I was there too.
April went there with Devin, but she says it was just friends. We had the tickets already. I have to go with him. We're not
Valentine's Day night. I gotta go out with my ex. We already got the tickets. Yeah, but we're together now and it's Valentine's Day. I know, but he already made the reservations.
Not together. And her and I made out in the lobby of that show while the show was going on as she went to go sit by him. Wow.
Okay. So on Valentine's Day, he made out with her in the lobby even though she was there with her ex. Okay? This is on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, he's aware that it's her ex. So the question has been asked, did April cheat on him with you? And he said, like, no, I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay.
He's trying to figure out how to lie to you right now.
My opinion of April just somehow dropped even further. Well,
Why? He got an email from a random guy. This might as well be the DQ grill and chill. This is nothing.
You're going to write to Keanu and try to take advantage of this fucking bullshit thing being leaked, and she's going to try and make me look like a fucking monster. Look.
If April's going to leak that I physically abused her while we're married, I'm going to prove she cheated on her boyfriend in college. If April's going to... It's like, what? If April's going to tell that I beat her, then I'll...
Wow, she is a fucking I had no idea what a fucking operator she was.
Listen to this. He has to make her the worst now.
Although I'm kind of stupid too. Like, I'm dumb for like thinking they weren't still together.
He wants you to believe that in February at the Valentine's Day show, he believed they weren't still together. This is all his own words. He knew, to his knowledge, they weren't together in February.
Yep.
Okay. Well, and then, you know, because Slam Piece was telling me, she was like, I bet this Devin, she goes, you just look at this Devin guy, and he just seems like an all-American decent kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have somebody write to me and go, yeah, he was, and he was amazing to her, and he dropped things for her, and
then I had somebody write to me, yeah, but this was 5 minutes ago. Stop doing this like it's a proven real story.
He got rid of things to accommodate her and blah, just like I did. Went out of his way to
you
make
wouldn't get rid of the kids, Aaron, and accommodate to her party lifestyle.
Wow.
Want to sit up there?
That's hold on. I was going to take this call, but I don't have it hooked up. Call back in just a second. I'm sure it's a very good call.
Yeah, but you said we weren't taking calls.
I know, but we're in between things.
If it's somebody I know who supports me and gives me money and is going to say what I want him to say, I'll take it. We're not going to take random calls because the probability of them hating me and spilling truth is through the roof. It's why we can't take random comments. We have to turn those off on our video now.
Right now. Oh my God. So this guy's just he's spilling guts. This guy. Bird Collector says, you're kind of dumb. Never really noticed. New boot goofing. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're 190 away for today. Let's go ahead and knock that out.
Don't worry, Moobs. When I die, you can just keep a screenshot of me and my space pod on the show. That way you'll still have a co-host. Nobody will know. I use dying as an excuse to not have a personality. I'm worse than Jake Hudson because at least he eats turds to be entertaining.
That's really shitty.
That's really messed up.
Wow,
we just found out April was doing a whole bunch of other bad stuff.
Really fucked up. I think you need to call Adrian right now. I think you need to call Adrian right now live on air to give him a public apology. Well, that's not a very nice move.
For a thing that you heard through email that you're quickly running with and accepting as truth?
No.
You organize it with him. You have him call in as a guest.
And why apologize to him?
Well, if he was trying to protect you, and she did. She told me that Adrian made a pass at her. She told me Adrian was like fondling her under the table at our ratings party. And that Adrian was trying to get laid that night and that Adrian was jealous of me and all this stuff. Now I'm wondering if that's not true. And she just likes fucking pitting people against each other.
Yeah, this could all be April's fault.
And you know what? You know what sucks is that so many people are going, duh. And they're like my family right now, if they were listening to this, my family would go, we tried to fucking warn you about this. We saw something wasn't right. We fucking knew there was a problem. We tried to warn you. You went on your show. You ripped us apart. You treated us like shit. We're glad. I mean, they all said the same thing. We're glad.
All right. He's doing the victim blaming part, Moody.
Time for Evil Kiki to drop the dime on this movie toe cocksucker.
Back. We love having you back here. We tried.
We're glad you went through this bullshit, though, because we called it. I mean, like when we used to hang out at your house and stuff, like when me and Corey and April would like hang out in the garage and smoke a little weed and stuff, she'd always like say stuff like just like, oh yeah, he beats me or he hits me or he kicks me or whatever. But it was one of those things where she'd say it where we're like, well, she's joking.
He beats me, kicks me, hits me.
she's joking. And,
Well, yeah,
like,
we made jokes about that on the show all the time too.
Yeah. So it's weird because if
you've actually
like,
been abused, you don't make fucking jokes about it.
You actually did coke, and you made jokes about how you weren't doing coke. You were actually swinging, and then you made jokes about how you weren't swinging. Remember when you played the song? You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
And overall, like, now it's just hearing this, like, history thing. I'm like, yeah, me and Corey and everything, like, we took it as a joke because we're like, yeah, bullshit, because we know you and everything.
I got to go urinate. I'm going to let you guys keep watching. I'll be back. Sorry, I'm coming up on 6 hours. I got to pee.
Else, we're like, yeah, all right, whatever, bullshit. We're, that's what's happening, ha, ha, ha. But I'm just wondering if that's just kind of like, from what it sounds like how she operates. And, like, in the case of, like, me and Corey, when she was shitbagging you, we're just like, yeah, you're full of shit. And so it's like, oh, ha, ha, we're kidding. But
yeah,
it sounds like she has a history of doing it in other places.
And it sounds like she's still messaging people and telling them that I'm the piece of shit. Well, all right then. And she'll play this off as she's on the internet now saying shit about me. Well, you're still saying shit about me. And this isn't me saying shit about you. This is people coming out with stories they fucking knew you. These are people she would talk to me about, oh, he's a good guy. So by your own words, this guy's a good dude. And he says, yeah, fucking Devin treated her like a fucking princess. She used to trash the shit out of him to me. Remember on the show, she goes, Aaron and I both got out of tragically horrible, terrible relationships and we saved each other and blah, 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 blah. She didn't get out of a terrible relationship at all. Now, neither did I. But, like, she got out of a really good relationship with a decent guy. And there's a pattern there. She saw me, who made a little more money, who had a local radio show that was successful. I was very visible. It's a status step up. Guy, cocaine, car, money, that whole thing, that's a step up. But the really ruthless, sinister, evil... Bump up, thank you. The ruthless, sinister, evil thing to me is that you can't just admit it and go, this is better for me, I'm out. You then on the way out have to drag the other person, lie about them, and make them look like dog shit. She did it with this Devin guy, and then she did it with me.
Yeah, April did that. He wasn't part of the lie. Remember that?
Wow. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to go on a big thing against Keanu and Gino. But
no, we're in hour 3 of him going off about all these people, but he's going to take the high road and not burn bridges today.
Richter. I'm going to use that word. There aren't many people right now with what I've admitted to that I can match my character up and feel good. But with everyone in that fucking house, I certainly can. Way to pick them. Oh.
You picked them all. You fell in love with Kayla. You married April, and you were clout chasing Nick and took your wife over there. You picked them all. Like, what are you talking about? You picked your first wife? Everything is you. You picked everything. You did all this.
Guys. Listen, I just remembered Devin was a great guy. I know. I may have said otherwise. Lisa, that was the before time. That was before. Devin was supposed to be a beta test version of the polycule. Guy was a fucking stud, though. Huge pecker. April made me do it.
Hi, Melty. Thanks for the all-nighter. Beat.
Okay, so according to Aaron's timeline, April told him she broke up with Devin in January, February. In February 14th at a Valentine's Day show, April made out with Aaron in the lobby, even though she was at the show with her ex-boyfriend, according to Aaron. I got an email. I got this in February of 2023, and I didn't know if these texts were real then, so I never put them out. This is the information. This is the information I have. April Imholte's ex-boyfriend, Devin Payment, hit the like button, who you saw on her Instagram photos, the football player who moved to Fort Myers, Florida over the past year or two. She said Devin was a perfect gentleman to her when she broke up with him. to be with Aaron. He and her both worked at the same company, Zurich Manufacturing, when she first got with Aaron. He was insecure about that, pressured her to quit, which makes sense. Devin is a hot football player. Anyway, Devin lives in Florida, and April has a way of playing the damsel in distress role very well, and small-minded people keep falling for it time and time again. It's not only disappointing, but it's impressive. It gives the rest of us some ideas on how best to get what we want from others here in Minnesota. I really enjoy the shows you're doing. I understand they can't last forever, but thank you what you've done so far. I heard on your shows yesterday you wanted people to send in whatever they might have. You'll keep it confidential. This isn't my real contact anyway. The audience used to be able to say what they wanted and on the record. This is about him censoring. Aaron wrote Devin March or April 2020 when accused of stealing his girl. What I have now are the Facebook messages Aaron claims Devin sent him. In reality, Aaron was doing damage control, and Aaron was doing damage control, and Aaron is the one who reached out to Devin Payment first. So I know this is really hard to follow. I'll just summarize it again quick. Aaron starts fooling around with April in January 2020. Aaron is told by April that she's not with Devin anymore. For some reason, April still goes with him to a comedy show on Valentine's Day and makes out with Aaron in the lobby, even though she's there with Devin. And then on March 7th, there was a comedy show that April and Aaron went to together. April rented a limo. Aaron rented a limo for this comedy show to impress April. And the only people who read in the limo are April, Aaron, and Johnny. Sad little Johnny. And these are some photos from that night. Just show you real quick. The limo. Had a great time yesterday. Prowling the town. This is the limo driver posting these photos. Schlang daddies, limousines. And this is back when Aaron was enough of a stud to pull April. So for his own comedy show, Aaron rented a limo just to take these three. A limousine. Now, this was just to impress April. This was March 8th. 2020, and he just wanted to impress his new chick. So these three losers just in the back of a limo. You know, Aaron not getting any action because the Crutchman is here. I mean, these are just insane. Okay, so at this show, I gotta get this off the screen for a second. At this show, I'm going to put these up. I'm going to have to zoom. Aaron said, as far as he knew, they were broken up in February at that show, February 14th, right? April told him they were broken up. And then Aaron told a story. Oh, yeah, one time Devin messaged me asking, hey, did you kiss April? Did you make out with April? And I was like, April told me to lie to him. Well, here's what really happened. Aaron made the first message, and Aaron reached out to Devin because Aaron knew he was fooling around with Devin's girlfriend. Aaron knew he was fucking Devin's girlfriend, and Aaron reached out to do Devin control. Aaron reached out to do damage control, and here are the messages that prove everything he just said is horse shit. Bink, bink. This is Aaron Imholte to Devin. Hey, man, I've been getting texts from April the last couple days, and I wanted to fill you in, especially on this piece of shit trying to get you worked up about this perceived April and I bullshit. So apparently someone reached out to Devin and said, Aaron and April are cheating on you. So Aaron wanted to get ahead. Now, we've already found lie number one. Oh, yeah, one time Devin reached out mad that I was like asking if I was hooking up with April. No. You reached out. You reached out, damage controller. Number one, I never saw that guy Saturday and never spoke to him. Not once, ever. Number two, April and I have shared little more than a friendly hug over the last month. She has been a great friend during a difficult time for me. I don't have capacity right now for anything like that, what this guy is talking about. And as much as she talks about you, she doesn't either. Trust me, she's a great friend and nothing more. Number three, April has been wonderful to me in a difficult time, and I wanted her to come out with Adrian and Johnny and I to have some fun to pay her back for how much she has helped me. So they're not fooling around behind Devin's back. Your girlfriend's just helped me. She's just helping me for the past month. We've just been hanging out, helping. To have fun to pay her back for how much she's helped me. That guy who said he saw us kissing in the limo is full of shit. You can't see in that limo, for one. And two, that was 2 years ago. April would have much rather kissed Johnny's potential date than me. So this is Aaron telling the current boyfriend that he's stealing a girl from. Don't worry, I'm not a threat. Don't worry. We're just friends. She doesn't even like me like that. I'm like a gay movie guy. You worried about me, dude? Have you seen my noodle arms? Have you seen how fucking weird I am? Come on. She'd rather kiss Johnny. Woo. And then here it comes. And here's how he controls people. You'll see it. And I bet Keanu's gotten long emails, long messages like this. This is what controlling people talk too much, and they have to make up too many details and too much story, to go along with everything. Stay away from people like that guy. Now he's telling Devin, stay away from the guy who told you I'm kissing April. Stay away from the guy that told you your girlfriend's cheating on you with me. He is trying to rile you up, and that is not a friend. That is a toxic person. You don't need that, son. Cut him out immediately. I don't want to see her stressed and unhappy and seeing how this has affected you. Now he's concerned for April's boyfriend. This guy's really a good guy. He's really a good guy. He's Darvoing it up. You're right. But you know what Aaron doesn't like? Aaron doesn't like this, the way this is affecting Devin. Hey, man, you got to calm down. April would never do that to you, and I'd never do that to you. I don't like how this is. We're your real friends. Cut out this guy. I was really upset at how this must be affecting you. Imagine Aaron saying this to this guy. So, no, nothing is going on. Friends, no kissing in limos. No talking to some creepy fuck named Matt about who I am banging, as if that would be any of his business. So don't waste another minute of your day worrying about this. Let this go. Don't worry about this one more minute. Your girlfriend loves you. You're not an idiot. Continues. It continues. Sorry we had to meet this way, but I didn't like that. I didn't like what was happening to you, and I wanted to put your mind at ease. Mind at ease. Mind rested. Thank you. Now listen to this. Here's the message from Devin back. Well, I appreciate you reaching out to me. I'm definitely not talking to that dipshit anymore. And I honestly didn't think anything was happening between you two. I never should have even let him rile me up. Smack my head. Shaking my head. What is it? I trust April, and she has told me multiple times there's nothing going on. First of all, the fact that you're having that discussion is a red flag. Multiple times you've had to clarify nothing's going on. Honestly, I'm happy you guys got each other because she's told me how good of a guy/friend you are to her. I don't want her to be unhappy either, and you seem to help her be happy. That's all that really matters. I seriously don't understand why people feel the need to make shit up just to piss off others. It's insane. Mooby and Devin hate when people make shit up to piss off others. Mooby has an answer for him. Because you are surrounding yourself with shit people and it's holding you back. Cut them out. Take it easy, pal. Now, this message is in March. He says, nothing's gone on between April and I, but barely a little hug for the past month. Well, you made out with her on February 14th, according to you. You think you were in this limo with her not making out? Look at these two fucking betas email each other. Hey, I heard you found out I'm cheating with your girlfriend. I just want you to know I'm not cheating with your girlfriend. Thanks, guy. I didn't think you were cheating with my girlfriend. I'm glad you guys have each other to scissor and talk.
Aaron is lying to you. Come over to my channel and I'll eat feces for the love of the game.evsdf.
That's what we have. We have proof. And now Aaron forgot how it all went down, so he's telling the story. He doesn't have these messages anymore. He doesn't know. But there they are. He's just gonna rewrite history telling this guy. And now Aaron wants to meet with this guy and talk. And Aaron's like, I gotta talk to him off the air, and then I'll come tell everybody what he said. But we see how good that works with Keanu. We see how good that works with everybody else. Now, according to Aaron, April told him to lie in that message. According to Aaron, Devin reached out to Aaron saying, hey, did you kiss my girl? And Aaron showed it to April and was like, hey, what should I say? And she said, just lie and say we didn't. But that's not true at all. Aaron reached out. Aaron proactively reached out and said, don't worry, nothing's going on with me and your girl. It lets you know he brings stuff up that is going on. By the way, we're not doing drugs. By the way, we're not swinging. By the way, April's not cheating on you. Thanks. Regular rules? And then April tells everybody Devin was a great guy. It sounds like together they were stomping all over this guy, laughing about it behind his back. Everything we said. They were eating sandwiches out in the car behind his back at work. You know what? What is it? What's the truth? It never fucking ends with this guy. It never ends. And now he's using this today to make you believe that April has tricked Kiki.
Burnslot says, look up the new Epstein files. All right, let's look up the new Epstein. I just worry about it being too fast, and maybe you don't know everything about this person and everything else. And I went on the air with April, and we just bashed the shit out of him. And she was more than happy to do it with me.
So now he's going like, wow, this Devin guy might be a good guy, and April tricked me into thinking he's a bad guy. And it's like, she did? Because you messaged him and just lied voluntarily. Everything this guy does is a deception.
And for the next 4 years, they're pieces of shit. They're mean. They're terrible to me. Now I'm just questioning everything.
Oh, God. Mooby's been misled. Mooby's a victim, everybody. Darvo.
You should
really fucking.
I mean,
sucks.
Honestly, you shouldn't have waited till now to do that. I feel like you just in general should maybe have, in life, looked at your decisions and thought, whoops.
Wow. I think it was Slam Piece who said the way she takes all the thirst traps and everything else and puts her forearm under her tit to lift them up for people. Sam Show says, when I first looked at her, she looked like she wanted attention from everybody. Your wife shouldn't want that. West Coast.
So look at him. Now he's like, she tricked me into marrying her.
Patriot Girl says, never let a woman come between you and your family. I mean, better late than never for me to make up with my family, but I lost time there. I lost time, and for my trouble, I'm being called a monster and an abuser and all this other shit. That's not true.
Again, another misdirection. Oh, because all this happened, I'm being called a monster and an abuser? No, you were called a monster and an abuser 2 years ago. The document just leaked out. We just found out. They were calling you this for years. So again, try to spin it like it's revenge. Wow, April's mad, so she's coming out with all this now. No. We just found out now.
Did I get arrested in a house full of drugs, guns, and children? Do I flaunt a fucking affair in front of an entire community?
Yes. Actually, yes. Podcast community, 100%.
And a wife?
Yeah. You did kind of flaunt an affair in front of a wife. Weren't you guys making animal sounds from the other room?